In this video, Chris takes me through a full process of what it is like making a release for Lord Knows. He does a lookbook, breaks down a marketing strategy, and more, all in one day.
Running a streetwear brand right now is like the easiest time ever, but then it's like the hardest time ever too, because the competition, everything is so oversaturated. You know what I'm saying? The marketplace just keeps going down and down. Every single day we wake up, there's always a new brand. So for you to stand out and for us to stand out, we got to be authentic, give it to people raw and uncut. That has been our brand standard. Everybody cares so much about the products when you got to look around at the overall brand structure. I always do this theory, it's like a tree and a leaf. So it's like the leaves on the tree, it's like those are your products, but the tree doesn't move anywhere, and that's your overall brand. So how can we make this as pretty as possible, like the prettiest tree ever? And that's what we're about to get into today. Many of these brands that are dominating, they're doing something that's different than everybody else, and it has nothing to do with product or anything like that. For example, James Jibbia, who started Supreme, he didn't just make Supreme out of the bed like I do with Lord Knows. He came from Stitzy, or like Black Scale, they came from Huff. So, and even Huff, they came from Supreme. So it was like a family tree of all these different brands branching off of each other, and they're learning infrastructure. And that's what we've been really tighten on this past like year. And I know that like Lord Knows it's barely scratched the surface, like, and it's just gonna go crazy once I get it right.
Today, Lord Knows is going to take us through the whole process of the warm-up phase before a release. He is kind of nervous about this release due to the fact that it's different than what he's done in the past. He is testing a new strategy to see if it'll be a success or if he has to go back to the drawing board. In this video, he walks us through a 4-step launch for his release. 1. Create a campaign ad. 2. Add product to store. 3. Finalize release date. And 4. Hype strategy.
All right, step 1, we have to create this campaign ad. This one is the most crucial. Now I get asked from time to time, what is a campaign ad? When a brand has a product, it is vital that the potential and existing customers learn about the new offering. Being who we are, we like to do things different than everybody. We trying to blue ocean ourselves. When you're running a brand, you know, the lookbooks and campaign ads are important, and it, to me, it's my favorite. And a lot of people say that our stuff is too subversive or it's too much from things that we've done in the past, but letting people know what we stand for and our meaning without really saying it. And that's the whole key point with running ads and lookbooks. This nigga. Yo.
What up, what up?
I need you and Hash. I mean, you and Cam and Soup. Do this campaign ad for me. I'm trying to redo this infamous mob shoot, and I want y'all niggas in it.
Yeah, I'll pull up. Yeah, I'll be there in like 45 minutes, though.
Word. All right. One. Before I continue, let me tell you about me and my boys before we get into this whole lookbook. First and foremost, we got my boy Steve Hash. I've literally known him over half of my life. He even gave me the name Twin. Next up, we got my man Soup, aka the Ghetto Hippie. I met him from Hash a few summers ago. He moved out here from South Central LA to pursue his rap career. His music is pretty dope, you should check him out. Yeah, last but not least, we got my boy Killer Cam, you know what I mean? And the way we met him was crazy because he told us how he got shot. And after he was hospitalized for a few days, right when he was about to come home, the homie gave him a pair of Lord Knows shorts. We didn't believe it, but we got a few confirmations that the story was true. And ever since then, we embraced him and treated him like a brother. My whole reasoning of using those 3 people for the brand's campaign ad was just off the simple fact that they deeply supported the brand over the years. They've never asked for shit, and they have done everything that a friend would do. So I just wanted to make them a part of history finally and knock out this shoot for me, you know what I mean? Shout out to It's Fine, aka Aiden Penner, you know what I'm saying? Been my photographer since like literally day 1.
My name is Aiden Penner. I'm a photographer. I'm currently based in Portland, Oregon. Today's shoot was based off the infamous Mob's cover for Blood Thicker Than Water Volume 1. It's a cover where they got a big cigar on the front, he's lighting up money, and then 2 people standing behind him. So we redid that in our own way today, using Chris's brand products in the shoot, so that we can show like the inspiration for what Chris does. And then things that make the brand what it is. Went and got our own big ass cigar, and that shit was hard as fuck to light. Terrorized the streets of Portland, did that shoot for a bit.
Right now, you're good. Just turn more your back against the wall. Okay. And then bring that left shoulder a little bit forward. Yeah, there you go.
Second step, we're gonna add the product line to the store. Since we have used these products before, but in a different setting, I'm going to add the photos that I had from before and add them to the store. For our store, we use Shopify as our platform that works great for any e-commerce brand. I highly recommend them. Once I log in, I add all the variants starting out, as this being a new test for us. As an all-year product, I'm only going to start off with 250 units per item, which is low to us, but at the same time, when you are testing new waters, you do not want to take a gamble. We are also making everything super limited as well. Since we are a US-based brand, a lot of the world doesn't know us yet. So we plan to make our collections only available to the US and our all-year items available nationwide. So we are still spreading out the brand notoriety. Last but not least, many people say it's not enough products, yet we don't have the demand to give out more on our product line due to the fact that we will spread ourselves thin. So it's always better to go small than to go big and then sit on a bunch of units. Finalizing the launch date, this is very important as well. The way our brand calendar is set, we try not to oversaturate a lot with our products. We would rather release new stuff every 1 to 2 months with a very high anticipation rather than having products up that people don't appreciate at all. So after breaking down like Q1 and everything and looking at our production schedule, after talking to a few manufacturers and everything, we decided that we're gonna drop the all year products February 23rd at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's the date that we're aiming for, and that's a week away. So within this week, we're going right into the hype phase, and it's about to be dope. Yeah, man, so like within the streetwear industry, it's been real, even though it's so oversaturated, it's like a lot of the brands that don't have a ceiling, I realize that they have a killer effective marketing strategy. And over the years, you know what I mean? I just looked at everybody in the marketplace from like the biggest brands all the way down to the smallest. And one thing is that I took kibbles and bits from everybody, kind of made my own formula. And I really just doubled down on that. And I call it a hype phase. And you got to remember too, like when you're running a brand, especially all year round, and if you're running a brand that's not relying on ads, it's major that you have your marketing strategy like fully planned out. So this is how the hype phase goes. A week and a half before the launch, we make sure that the main ad goes up, which is, in this situation, is the campaign ad, so it will be going up a week before the release. Then if we was releasing a lookbook, which we're not in this situation, but that will go up 3 days before. And then prior of the release day, we put up a product photo. After we release everything on our social media platforms, we then send out everything on our email, which we have set up a 2-day flow for. That will send out a massive email to all of our customers. And then after the release, we have a 24-hour email that goes out to all the people who forgot or never even checked their email. The main asset, we just aren't posting on Instagram. This is hitting all of our main leads on all of our platforms, from Facebook, IG, email, Snapchat, Twitter, and our personal app that we have made. And it will be touching thousands of our warm leads at one time.
After a long day, Chris decided to go to the Waterfront to collect his thoughts about receiving news of his uncle passing. Shortly after, he received a call from his boy Al Nitty, the owner of Growth. They talked about the new Lord Knows product strategy.
My aunt called me at like 7 this morning and told me that like my uncle died and shit. It's been a nasty ass year, dog, for real.
Dang, that's crazy. Sorry to hear that.
He said, sorry to hear that. Nah, bro, yeah, like my uncle from New York and shit, like he passed away. And I'm just like, damn, like everybody, the way the world is going is just, it's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, life is crazy.
Yeah, but I'm super like nervous about, you know what I mean, this whole drop I'm about to do, because I ain't never really done a product that's evergreen, because you know we don't really do it evergreen, my model or your business model, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah.
Dude, why you nervous though?
I wouldn't say I'm nervous, but I'm just like, Like I'm just like, I just don't know what to expect, and it's just like really testing out the waters. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Gotta try something different. Gotta mix it up.
Yeah.
You never know.
Cause I'm seeing all these models, it's like everybody's doing like the same model, but if I make my model just a little bit tiny different, like I can really like blue ocean myself. Cause everybody's sitting around really in like time zones, or I wouldn't really call it time zones, but everybody just sitting around waiting for product to be released all at once by one brand. But it's all like, if you just give like a sprinkle, and then if you just hold them back like 80%, but if you giving them 20% all year round evergreen, then you straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's like they can still anticipate something, but it's always something there for them.
Right. It's always gonna be something there for them. Yeah. Cause it's like, think about it. You gain new leads, new customers, potential customers at least like every single day. They go to your website. They might have a hot hand ready to buy, but it's like the last thing they want to do is like sign up for an email list. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But then if they want to grab something at that time, it's there for them. Like you were saying.
Right.
Like that shit, like if they got a hot hand.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, bro.
If you like this video, make sure you subscribe for the next one.